Former Finance Minister Daim Zainuddin said innovative strategies were needed to save the multi-billion ringgit tourism industry, which is bleeding to death due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Daim urged the government to repeal the present legislation which allows for losses incurred by businesses to be carried forward and offset against future profits for 7 years, and in place, introduce a new tax legislation to allow losses to be carried forward indefinitely, as is the case in the United Kingdom and Singapore, or for 20 years, as in Canada. He said this was one way of mitigating cash flow problems faced by businesses. The government should remove restrictions on group company losses and allow offsets not only for startups, but for all companies to alleviate cash flow constraints, Daim told FMT. He said measures requiring little or no financial commitment must be immediately employed, adding that the most effective way to stop the bleeding was to mandate a freeze, stop the clock, or a moratorium on all repayments to financial institutions, government agencies, and GLCs, including monthly interests, penalties, or lease payments by companies in the industry. He added, "This is not an exemption, but a deferment. This will allow the sector to focus their energies, time, and resources on how to regroup, rebuild, and survive the pandemic." Daim did not spare the financial institutions either on the issue of the moratorium. This has to stop before the damage is permanent. The banks can afford the moratorium. What is the alternative? Do banks want to be saddled with physical assets that they will not be able to offload anyway? They must not kill the goose that lays the eggs, he said. Daim said the travel and tourism industry will need a longer time to heal, as recovery will only come when infection rates are down, vaccinations accelerated, interstate travel allowed, and international borders opened. As such, he said, various tax incentives, as well as the period for deferment tax installment payments, should be extended till at least 2022.